Alright. I'm actually curious how much the full tank is, so we're just gonna do that right now. There's still 2 bars left on the fuel gauge, but we're still gonna fill it up and try this other side. Alright. Let's do this for good measure, maybe if I fall or something. Okay, so we don't need the key to open this thing. Keyless, so that's good. Alright, let's see, 91, of course. Let's try it. It might take a while. I think that should be good enough. 20, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. $20 to fill this thing up. Goodness. It's still not bad actually. Okay, let's go to a spot. I'll give you guys a walkthrough of the bike. So yeah, when I mentioned that they did the 6,000 mile service on this bike, you know, I don't have the receipt or anything. I'm sure, but they said they do. Full tank now, but they said they do. So what I'm gonna do, the hell is that? Everyone ran out red. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna, depends on the price of it, I'm probably gonna do it again just for good measure, because I don't know, it's an expensive bike. I don't want to go cheap on it. So alright, kickstand, guys. I was wondering what that was. Alright, center stand. Put it down. Make sure it's planted on the floor. Both feet. Step down. Don't be intimidated by the size. It's all about leverage. Alright, so hopefully I have enough battery for this. Walk around of the bike. It looks exactly around about the same color as my S1000RR. As you can see here, this is stock. Everything is stock on this bike except for the tank pad that I just put on. And there you go. It's nice, right? It just looks like a freaking robot. Like, it's so massive. It's like beefy. LED headlights, crash bars, fog lamps, all come stock. Windshield could be better, but it's you know, it's already bug guts on it. Just wash this thing. Alright, so expect tank pad, keyless ride. You just have the key fob on your pocket, and it will, you know, it will start, it will run. Black levers, nice touch. Yeah, this thing is like kind of sticky somewhat, so I want to replace this with another set of new ones. I don't know how much they are. Probably expensive from BMW. This hand guards, they're not, you know, they're plastic, they're okay. I don't know if I want to replace it or not. I don't think they're gonna break or anything like that. I think they're gonna be fine. I don't think you'll ever reach that part unless you fell on a rock. But yeah, so it has different cowling for the front compared to the normal GS. Steering dampener, non-adjustable. I was unfortunate. It's this non-adjustable kind. You can't stiffen it. There's another shock. The telelever shock. My microfiber is leaving a lot of freaking fur on this thing. Alright, so yeah, suspension, Brembo brakes, spoke wheels, but that's not really spoke, goes to the side. So it's a tubeless tire. You got a 6-speed rider, shift assist pro, riding modes pro. No, not really. I don't think it's riding mode. I think it has riding modes. It has the coating plug already plugged in, so it has the Enduro Pro mode, which I will personally will never use. Not never, but I don't know yet if I'm gonna use it. Yeah, I don't know yet if I'm gonna use it. Yeah, so he has the chip already in it for the Enduro Pro, and I don't know if I'm gonna ever use it if my skill is in that, not even in that kind of level for dirt, especially. Here's the aluminum luggage rack, BMW brand, I believe. This made me confused because some of the older GS, the other GS that I'm looking at, it has its own kind of rack. This is a different kind of rack, so you have to buy an adapter to put your GV or whatever top case you have. Just get the adapter plate for it, and it should work. So I'm looking to get the DV Trekker 52 liter, so it fits 2 helmets. I mean, it's wide, but this bike is wide, so it'll be kind of a complementary shape to it. It'll be about this big. It'll fit 2 helmets. It'll be fine. Tires are good. It still needs to be scrubbed in. The rear tire is new. The front is not, so it still has this chicken strips on it. Not really 100%. I don't know what I'm not really sure how I feel about these tires yet. Maybe I'll ride it some more, but it's like an 80-20 tire, you know, so you can do a little slight dirt. But I needed something more road oriented, since I'm not really ever tackling dirt. I mean, look where I am. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, a shaft drive, less maintenance. I just have to wash it. I don't have to lube the chain anymore, and then it's just the it's just part of the maintenance schedule. It's just to have them check it after a few miles or a few thousand miles. I'm probably gonna get radiator guards because as you can see, it's exposed. And it's pretty high up there, so it'll kick up. Maybe LED turn signals to match the LED headlights. The tail lights looks like they're also LEDs. Yeah, they are LEDs. Maybe I'll change these to LEDs just to keep that theme going. I keep touching this thing. I'm sorry, because it's just, I have a feeling that it will lift, and I don't. It will be a waste. Then I have to take it off. Okay, so here's a pocket for when you keep your key, if you want, or change, whatever. It's just a nice quick access pocket. You turn it on. You have the cruise control button here. You have trip info. Basically, you're toggling to menus and like information, consumption, speed, PSI. I don't know what this one is. I have to read the manual. Is that oil level? Is that oil level? Oh my god, really? I don't know. If it is, it seems like it's trying to spell oil level. If it is, then that's awesome. Oh my god. Well, trip, range 298. As of filling up, this is the range. Wow, that's a car. Setup, not much on the setup. GPS TM. No, I don't have GPS. Clock, you can set the clock. Date. Eco shift, that's the one let's turn that off. I don't want to bother me anymore. Shift, setup cluster brightness. RDC, shit. That one I don't know. I don't know that. Yeah, so exit. Not much. Not much as like the S1000RR. A lot of modes that you can toggle whatever. It's not the same. You got fog light. You got a fog light. You got a fog light switch here. See if that turns on. No, I think only you have to start the bike or something. But yeah, it turns on, and then you will see like a an icon here when it's on, so you will know that it's on. You got your high beam. This ring here is to control this, actually, your GPS. If you have a nav 5, nav 6, you use this. It's a really nice control system here. Yeah. So I don't know, for to keep everything OEM, I don't know, maybe I'll get it anyway if I get a good price for it. I know it's $1,000. It's just crazy. My phone is better because it has, you know, the Waze app, and it's active, and it's just gonna update much, you know, it's better. It's just mounted right here. It'll be nice. But maybe I would just want it to, so I can have all the features. What else should I say? Yeah, so you got your suspension settings here. If you can choose between soft, normal, hard, stuff like that, and then you hold it, it will access if you want two riders with bag, one rider with bags, stuff like that. You got a standard on and off switch here. You got power modes. It's just you see the bag, 2 bags, 1 bag. It's just you can go road, dynamic, enduro pro, rain. So I'm mostly riding in road because it's much more kind of, you know, easier on the throttle. It's like kind of softer all around. But if you go dynamic mode, your throttle is it's much sharper, and it's much more grunty, and just more pop basically. So if you want that, you got heated grips. Yeah, we'll try the Dynamic Pro later. And yeah, that's not much else to say. The bike is what it is. You guys know what this bike is. It's just a GSA. I'm 6'2", 6'3", like I mentioned before, and there's a setting on the seat where you can make it mounted a little bit higher. You can flip where it mounts to the bike. Flip it higher. It'll be a little bit higher, about an inch, I think, or half an inch. So it will come up to be about around this line here. It will come up like that, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, right now it's good for me. It's comfortable. I have leverage on my legs, so if I tip over or something like that, I can muscle it back up, stuff like that. The mirrors, actually, I have to say, they're really, really nice mirrors. They don't vibrate at all. You can see clearly through them. The bars are good. I'm thinking about tilting this a little bit down, maybe a little bit lower, because I do feel kind of a sensation in my hands. I feel like because of my torso length, maybe I'm getting like some circulation issues. I don't know why that is, but maybe if there's a way I can tilt this a little bit down, just a little bit, maybe it will go down a little bit, like around here. But I don't want it to hit anything. It shouldn't. Okay, yeah, it shouldn't hit anything. Yeah, I might change the windshield if I find something, because it buffets. My head's like way above here. It hits me in the face, and it's just I don't know. I don't know if I should get a guard for this. Not a lot of people really believe in it. It is an expensive part if you break it. Okay. Exhaust, I am definitely going to change that. There is a Akrapovic option, of course. I might go aftermarket for this time. They have a titanium can one, and there's a black titanium can one. So I'm torn. I might get the black titanium just to keep the black and blue and thing going. And there's also the header section. Originally, I wasn't sure about this blue. You know, it's like blue. I wanted a black one, but really, after I saw it in person, it's a frost matte blue. It's awesome color. I wasn't disappointed at all. Okay, I don't know else. I don't know what else to tell you guys. The seat, like I said, adjustable. You can take this off and put something else in here, but other than that, I only got one key. I still have to meet with the owner, the previous owner of this bike. He has all the other extra stuff, manuals and things, but I downloaded an electronic copy of the manual, so I have that already. I just want one physical one, just so I like everything complete. You know how I keep my bikes, everything complete, not missing anything. That's one of the things why I kind of stay away from buying used. But for this bike, I don't think I can afford this brand new. I have to buy it used. What I don't see is what do you call this? The battery tender lead, but they have an outlet up the top there that maybe is a battery tender, but it's specific to BMW. So I might get a battery tender kind of lead, just so it's a more universal type. Because I already have a battery tender, so I want to, so I don't need to put a battery tender on this because I'm gonna ride this every day. This is basically my SUV, so especially when I get the rack on, this is gonna be the daily driver. I don't want to drive my car anymore, especially maybe just on special occasions, weekend trips, stuff like that. Okay, all right. I just want to piggyback basically for this video to when I got the bike. Because I was really preoccupied about going home and signing documents, I didn't really have a constructive overview of the bike, and I seriously, honestly did not know much about the bike. I know I have an idea of it on my head, and I bought it. And it's everything that I hoped for, everything that I actually intended to have, or was what I was looking for. So I'm happy. I'm not happy about the price, but I think it would pay off in the end. It's a remarkable machine. If you can ride one, height given your height, whatever, if you can do it, this is basically the do-it-all motorcycle. Because either I had a Multistrada in the past, it's pretty, it's nice. The comparable BMW to that is the XR. There used to be a GS or a Multistrada, but it's not. But now there's a Multistrada Enduro. That's the GS because he has metal plates, 8-gallon gas tank, longer suspension travel. So that's there you go. But before, mainly the Multistrada is more of a sport bike on the road, sport bike tourer, thing. But this one is a real do-it-all Swiss Army bike right here. The seat is also better. But I'm comparing this to the Multistrada of 2013, 2014, that era. So I don't know if they changed it already. I'm sure they did. I haven't looked at it. But this is a much plusher seat. It's bigger, so more surface area to sit on. Yeah, good for my passenger. And okay, so I gotta talk about, before I go, lane splitting. So when you're lane splitting, this thing will not do well unless you know what you're doing, because look how wide that is. So if you ever are lane splitting, you're already on like the edge of two cars. So I pick the way I lane split now is I pick like the spacing of the cars. I kind of go into one and go back, and I can't just go straight unless it's really wide, so I go back and go in and out, kind of like that. So I can't lane split all the time now, because San Francisco, you see how the roads are, they're so small, skinny. There's not a lot of space, but it's so minor. Like when I think about it now, it's so minor that you're not even gonna worry about it after a while. It's such a small thing. Like I thought it would be a big deal, a deal breaker, but it's such a small thing, and everything else is a plus. Like, everything else is a plus. There's no other negatives to it, other than that lane splitting maybe on the time that it's a gridlock traffic and you can't go anywhere. That's the only time. But maybe I'll just go to the side, a little bit on the shoulder, cut everyone off that way. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. If I missed something, I don't know. Let me ask me on the comments. Okay. Hope you guys like that video. Thank you for watching, and thumbs up if it's good. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.